Okay, good morning students. So today we will discuss about how to write the formula in a chemical compounds. So chemical compounds by using this chemical names, just how to be write the formula, right? It's been very important one. So for first PU and the whole chemistry life, right? So if we go for here, so first of all we should know the cations and anions. So how the cations has been formed, how the anions has been formed, right? So if we come for here, so that is an hydrogen. So electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1, right? So atomic number is 1, electronic configuration 1s1. If I will be remove one electron from the 1s1 orbital, so it will become H plus ion. This is a cation, right? The deficiency of electron. It will be containing one less electron. One electron is less, deficiency, right? So H plus ion. If we go for lithium atom, atomic number is 3. Atomic number is 3. If we go for electronic configuration, there is an 1s2 and 2s1. So we can remove one electron from the lithium atom. After removing one electron from the lithium atom, it will backward the configuration of helium. Right, so we can remove the outermost shell of electron, that is 2s1. So it will become lithium plus Li plus. So this is H plus is a cation and lithium is a cation. I'll give one more example. Right, the sodium. So electronic configuration, that is a neon and 3s1. Right, so you can write the electron configuration like this also. So there is a 3s1. We can remove one electron from the 3s. So it will become an Na plus. It is also been cation. Right. So if we go for an aluminium, right? Aluminium, there is a neon, 3s2. 3p1. So we can remove how many electrons? We can remove 3 electrons. We can remove the 3 electrons. So after removing the 3 electrons, it will become, that is Al plus 3. Right, Al plus 3. So after removing the 3 electrons, it will backward the configuration of neon. Come for the magnesium. Magnesium, atomic number is 12. So the neon, that is 10. And 3s2. So we can remove how many electrons? We can remove the 2 electrons. After removing the 2 electrons, it will become an Mg plus 2. Right. So it is also been cation. So this is an cation, this is an cation, and this is an cation. These are been the cation. Why these are called cations? Because it will be containing positive charge. It will be containing plus charge. Whether it may be 1 plus, whether it may be 2 plus, whether it may be 3 plus, right? So this is about your cations. Come for the anions, right? So anions bandaganagutte. So that is, if we go for your anion is nothing but in terms of the chlorine atom. Here in this chlorine atom, electronic configuration, that is a neon. Just I will write the shortcut, right? So neon, the 3s2 and 3p5, right? So this chlorine atom is an electronegative element. It will be capacity to gain electron. After getting one electron, it will backward the configuration of argon, right? So that's why in terms of air, it will become Cl minus. So this is an anion, Cl minus. This is an anion. So one more example I will give. If I will go for here, that is a sulfur, atomic number 16. Atomic number is 16. Right. So that is a neon and 3s2, 3p4. It's a 16. So to become stable or to acquire the configuration of an argon, because the argon is nearer to the stable, to get the stability, right, by the sulfur atoms. So it will be require about the 2 electrons. So that's why it will become S minus after gaining the 2 electrons, right? So this one we are called sulfide. This is an cation, sorry, this is an anion. This is an anion, sulfide. It has been ends with the IDE. Sulfur alla idu, sulfide, sulfide ion. It has been ends with the sulfide, ID, sulfide ion. So here it is an chloride, ID. The chloride ion, right? So this is nothing but this is sulfide ion. This is sulfide ion. Understood? I'll give one more example. So this is, if we go for here, F, fluorine, right? So fluorine, electronic configuration, there is an 1s2, 2s2 and 2p5. So this fluorine atom, it is also been highest electronegative element. It will be capacity to gain electron, right? So remember that one, the highest electronegative element is nothing but the fluorine, right? So after gaining one electron, it will backward the configuration of neon. That's why this fluorine atom eager to gain electron. It has been eager to gain an electron. So that's why after gaining the electron, it will become F minus, right? So this one we are called fluoride. This one we are called fluoride ion, right? So just remember that one, the negative ion is always ends with the IDE. Remember, right? Anions are always ends with the IDE. Chloride, fluoride, sulfide, bromide, right? Iodide, cyanide, right? So these have been the elements. Anions, remember that one, the anions is always ends with the, in terms of here, an ID, ends with the ID ions, ID, right? But if you come for in terms of here, so cations bandaga the same name as it is: hydrogen ion, lithium ion, sodium ion, aluminium ion, magnesium ion, calcium ion, potassium ion, rubidium ion, barium ion, right? So if it become for negative ions, is always ends with the IDE. Negative ions are always ends with the IDE. Fluoride, sulfide, chloride, bromide, when it is in ionic form, okay? When it is in ionic form ali iddaga, right? Fluoride, cyanide, hydroxide, right? So these will be nothing but in terms of here, the cations and anions. The cations are positively charged ions, right? And anions are negatively charged ions. Okay, so now we should know how to be write the formula, right? So if we go for your aluminium sulfate, what is the formula for aluminium sulfate? So sodium bromide, right? So potassium chloride, sodium cyanide. So we should know how to be write the formula in a whole first PU and second PU. So you peoples will not write the whole name, right? We have been represented through the reactions. So through the reactions we should know so how to be write the formula. That one we will study today in detail, right? It's been very important one. It will be helpful for whole first PU and second PU, right? So first of all we should know what in terms of here, so the naming of cations and anions, right? Cations and anions. So in terms of here, so that is this one, that is an hydrogen ion, which I will write on the name and the symbol. Hydrogen ion, right? So this is an H plus hydrogen. So this is a lithium ion, that is an Li plus. So we should know it is a cations, so they will represent as it is the name, right? So name eniradala adanne represent madutte, right? So lithium ion. So there is an ammonium ion, right? So this is an NH4 plus, the sodium ion. Sodium ion. So there is an Na plus. So calcium ion. Calcium ion. See, it is Ca plus 2. Right. Its oxidation state is plus 2. Right. The group 1 element, it will exhibit only one positive charge, plus 1 oxidation state. So the group 2 elements, that is a calcium, barium, right, it will exhibit the plus 2 oxidation state. So calcium, and in terms of the magnesium, that is an Mg plus 2, right. And then rubidium and Rb plus, right. And then silver, right. Silver ion, the symbol of silver is Ag, right. So this is not some other elements like, right. So why it is called in terms of, it is in Latin word, this is called argentite anta helti. Argentite, that's why the symbol is nothing but Ag, right. So there is an aluminium, so this is an Al, that's an plus 3, Al plus 3, right. So and then zinc, right. Zinc, the symbol of zinc is nothing but Zn plus 2, right. And cadmium and Cd plus 2. So these will be nothing but the cations, right. So these are the cations, right. The cations come for in terms of the anion, right. So just we'll go for anions. So already you people have been already told. So the anions is always ends with the last it's always ends with the IDE, right. So it is always ending with IDE. Remember, ending with IDE, right. Ending with IDE, right. So if we'll go for here, the F minus, fluoride, right. Remember, if we go for cation, as it is same as it is the name of the element, right. Hydrogen, lithium, aluminium, rubidium, aluminium, right. Ammonium, zinc, cadmium, the name as it is. If we go for anions, so remember, it is always ends with the ID, fluoride, F minus. Chloride, right. Bromide, iodide ion, these will be the ions. It's a rich of electron. This negative sign indicates the rich of electron, right. So that is an S2 minus, sulfide, S2 minus, that is and sulfide ion, right. Sulfide ion. Then hydride, H minus, hydride ion, right. So see here, if the one electron is less, it will become hydrogen ion. If one electron is more in the hydrogen atom, it is hydride ion. That is an hydride ion, right. Cyanide, that is Cn minus, that is and cyanide. After that, oxide, that is an oxide, that's an O2 minus, the oxide ion, alright. And the OH minus, that is an hydroxide, ion, right. So these have been nothing but, so few other elements have been there, just I will write this much only. So now we will go for how to be write the formula, right? I want to be know the formula of the sodium chloride, right? I want to know the formula of sodium chloride, right? So see here, that is an sodium chloride. I want to know the formula of sodium chloride, right? So blankly just I don't know anything, right? I don't know anything, but I know the symbol of cations and I know the symbol of anions, right? So the sodium, if it come for sodium, that is an Na plus, right? Just sodium ion, Na plus, right? And here the chloride, where it is chloride is here, right? That is Cl minus, right? Cl minus. Okay, just write on like that, right? After that, so this 1 plus 1, if it is plus means that is plus 1, it is minus 1, right? So just we'll go for the cross multiplication. Cross multiplications are nothing but, so this in terms of your substitute, so it will be upright, it will become down here, and this is, it will become down here, right? So then it will become an Na1Cl, that is an NaCl, sodium chloride, right? So in ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಒಂದು, so it will be ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, opposite side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus 1 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so it will become down here, right? Leave about the charge, plus and minus ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, just go for only the numbers, right? So this one it will become down here. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, Na1Cl1, that is nothing but NaCl, right? I will give one more example. So that is an calcium chloride, right? So calcium chloride. So if you go for calcium chloride ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, calcium ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, the symbol of calcium is Ca+2, right? So these have been nothing but the standards. The charge it will get fixed. The calcium means it is always exhibit the +2, magnesium means it will always exhibit the +2, and aluminum means it will always exhibit the +3, right? So Na means it is always +1, that is fixed, right? So we can't be change. So that is calcium is +2 and the chloride is nothing but Cl minus, right? So Cl minus 1, right? So ee melgade enideyalla, this minus 1, the 1 it will be come down here, right? Illige barutte, it will become down here, and this 2 ideyalla, it will become goes here, right? So then it will become Ca1 and Cl2, that is CaCl2, calcium chloride, CaCl2, calcium chloride, right? So I'll give one more example. Aluminium chloride, right? So aluminium, we know the symbol, right? In the presence of cations, so that is an Al+3, this is Cl minus, right? So hege baribodu, how can we write? So only the thing is nothing but the upper number, so the number which is present here, so it will get shifted to the aluminium, and this number it will get shifted to the chloride, right? Leave about the positive negative charge, right? So aವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, AlCl3, aluminium chloride, AlCl3, aluminium chloride, right? It's been very important one. I'll give few more examples. Right, so that is zinc bromide. So I want to know the formula of the zinc bromide, right? So zinc ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, so that is Zn+2, right? So that is an Zn+2, bromide is nothing but that is a Br minus, right? So minus, it will indicate -1 only. So this -1, this 1 it will be shift to the zinc, and this 2 it will be shift to the bromide, right? So then it will become ZnBr2, zinc bromide, right? So this is a simple method, right? So the simple methods we can easily write the formula, right? So chemistry means we will get a lot of reactions, right? So in that reaction we can't be write the names. In that reaction we can't be write the names, we have to be write the formula only, right? That's why we should know how to be write the formula. This has been very important thing. So I just show you one more example. So that is in terms of a hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide. So this is an H plus and this is an S2 minus sulfide, right? So that is minus 2. Both are in the same only, right? So that is S minus 2, right? So then it will become enagatile. So this 2 it will be shifted to the lower portion of hydrogen, and this one it will be shifted to the lower portion of sulfur. Then it will become H2S. Hydrogen. The formula of hydrogen sulfide is H2S, right? Come for, so that is potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide. So that's why you should know what is the charge, what is the valency of the particular atom or particular ion. What is the valency, right? That one you should remember. If it will become for potassium, so that is that is an K plus. That is a K plus, right? So if you come for cyanide, that is an Cn minus, right? So plus is nothing but it will be plus 1, minus is nothing but the minus 1, right? So this one it will be it both are in the same. The plus 1 minus 1 will be get cancelled. So then it will become KCN, potassium cyanide, right? So that is not the KCN2 or K2CN. That is wrong, right? So that is nothing but potassium KCN is the right answer. Okay. So that's why it's been very important one. Come for in terms of hydroxide, right? So some other atoms. Understood? It's been very easy. Right? So it's been very easy. Just we can go through any cations. You can combine any cations and anions. You may get the compound. Right? So the rating formula has been very important one. So come for that is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxides are nothing but the sodiums are nothing but Na plus, and hydroxide is nothing but minus 1, right? Plus 1 and minus 1. Both of them get cancelled, it will become an NaOH. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Right? So if it will become for here, sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide. We know the formula of the sodium, that is an Na plus, right? And sulfides are nothing but that is an minus 2, right? So the 2 that will be shifted to the lower portion of sodium, and 1 it will be shifted to the lower portion of sulfur. It will become an Na2S. Sodium sulfide. Right? So this is how we can write. So any compound, right? So any compound without any mistake is an easy method. Understood? Right? So there are some multiple cations also when there are multiple oxidation state of the cations. So that one we'll discuss tomorrow. Right? Thank you.